like, he had what he needed. He just accidentally fast fell too soon. That's just, it's so tragic.
The slow clap at the end from Meta Knight, I think, really describes my feelings of that match.
Exactly.
It really, it does. It encapsulates my exact feelings so perfectly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I feel like there's definitely like a little bit of improvements here and there. Once again, Jband not quite understanding the Rosalina Luma matchup as Neos is able to scrape by and take game 1.
Yeah, so, again, I really think that Jband, he's cleaning himself up a little bit. He needs to stop running into Luma and taking all these free hits. He's expecting that when he knocks away Rosalina, he can simply dash into his follow-up and take advantage. But apparently he hasn't been playing with any Rosalinas lately because that's simply not the case. You have to play them as if it's 2 opponents at the same time. Think of it like a doubles match. You know, when you hit your opponent away, you can't just run through their partner to continue your follow-up. You have to then play respectful of the partner. That's kind of what Rosalina and Luma, you know, it's not just Rosalina. And if you focus on the matchup like that, you're going to get buffed. So.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Pierce. Let's see if Jband can make those necessary adjustments and bring this to game number 3. Because right now, I think he's 1 game away from potentially being eliminated from this tournament.
Yeah, but you know, I think he's got what it takes inside him. We've seen he has that crisp, sharp execution. He's got the hunter's focus. You know, he has the eye of the tiger right now, and he can definitely get in there.
Well played.
He's going to hunt him down.
Yeah, I wonder what secrets he has left.
A couple.
I mean, I
got some explosive traps.
Yeah, exactly. That's the upper thing. It's the explosive trap, man. Man, but yeah, Luma's actually just like the Nerubian egg. You leave it alone too long. It's rough. Oh man. We can talk about Hearthstone for a while, couldn't we?
We're definitely going in.
I don't know if we can talk about Hearthstone as long as these players are really thinking about which stage they're going to go to.
Yeah, I just want Jband not to miss lethal, but we're going to have a chain select. That's Valir. I mean, Sheik. Not Valir.
Valir. 2, 1. The pleasure is mine as we go ahead and commentate game number 2 in this set. Still in pools here at the MLG Finals, live from New Orleans.
Well, this is definitely working out for Jband so far. The matchup is in Sheik's favor, but barely, according to some.
You know, at Shockwave, we've seen Aerolink versus Denti back when Aerolink played Rosalina.
Right.
And the way that Aerolink would square off against Denti was not very well at all. Denti did such a great job utilizing the fair to swat away Luma, isolate Rosalina, and just put on so much punishment in those 13 seconds that he has whenever Luma is gone.
Go ahead.
The problem that we've seen from Jband so consistently is that he just hasn't done a good job of addressing Luma, right? He hasn't done a good job of dealing with that threat first and foremost. And with that in mind, I don't know if he's going to be able to have that same level of focus that like a Sheik main like Denti might have.
Now, the one thing I was going to say is that Jband does have a very good... Oh, I really saw an up air right there. And I see you cringing right now, JB. You're just like, oh my god, the Rosalina up air could have killed him at that height in the stage because the base knockback is so incredibly high. But of course, we don't see that. But as I was saying, the one thing that I do like about Jband in this matchup is that what you need in the Rosalina matchup is not only to separate those two, not only to keep a lot of pressure on Rosalina, but make sure you convert the stock and get the kill. And that's something that Jband, as a player, is very familiar with. He's willing to go out and earn those kills and take them. He does not miss lethal.
Maybe just a few points short right now. 70s. Oh, just as I said, the bouncing fist comes up to shut me up. Slight lead in favor of Jband, and he's just going to be extending that with that well-placed grenade, charging up those needles on deck. Yeah, man, the explosive trap.
That was cute.
Ooh, interesting choice of the back air. It's smart because it's like that additional. You lose some knockback that you get with the fair, but what you gain instead is a little bit extra range.
And this is exactly the position that Jband wants to be in. He has Rosalina off stage, excellent edge guard, blocks the Luma, so we see he's adapting and can get the kill right there, executes, takes him out. Jband in the leading game 2.
That was so smart from Jband. He understands that Rosalina, whenever she recovers, does not have a hitbox on a recovery. Therefore, he's not afraid. Going in deep, using Sheik's superior edge guarding tools to just snag and snip away until she's in the perfect position to get sniped.
And Jband is doing such a great job of saying, okay, I can get this a little, I can dig it. I'm seeing what Luma's doing, adapting, exactly what I want to see from the player. Also, putting on lots of pressure, something that Jband's very good at, and as I mentioned, mentioned the player strength of closing out the stock, and now he's in his zone.
Love it. He hops right over, doesn't do an aerial, gets that empty hop back throw. So good. Jbandrew is just looking stellar. This is looking like it could go to game 3. But of course, Luma changes everything, and she will be back in play momentarily.
Yeah, but again, eliminating that Luma right away off that stock was a good point for him. Very, very fortunately for Neos, Jbandrew happened to be on the ledge in this situation when Luma respawned, so he wasn't able to this time immediately delay the Luma. That was so cute, bro.
Love it. The snapback. Shout outs to the One Smash team, but that time not quite working in his favor, maybe because the recovery came in a little bit higher.
I like how wise he was playing now. He's starting to wisen up to the matchup. He was like, okay, when Luma comes back, she could just come and clip me in the back of the head. So I'm going to be smart and wait. And I really liked it. There's a good punish. Oh, it wasn't a good punish. Actually, what you want to see there is down tilt because it shrinks Sheik's character model and also simultaneously sets up Rosalina into the air, giving you the opportunity to simply take out the Luma and then go after the Rosalina.
Honestly, I feel like that stock for Jbandrew was lost when he committed to that bouncing fish. The minute that it whiffed, it kind of gave Neos the second to breathe, and he was able to take that, find his footing, and really find the stock after that nice
up smash. Oh,
you called it.
Yeah,
you called it, but it said horizontal instead of vertical.
Yeah, he missed the sweet spot, but he was very, very wise to look for it because Rosalina put herself in that incorrect situation. She will be living from that bouncing fish, but I like the pressure that Jbandrew's putting on this platform right now, and I like the fact that he's putting himself in the center of the stage to kind of misdirect a little bit where he's going to be striking, but then, you know, still converting the damage on the edge of the stage.
Getting snagged by Luma as she's retreating back towards Rosalina. Jbandrew's 22%, 100% lead right now in comparison to Neos. But here's the thing, light character, good amount of rage. If Luma's on board, these up airs will KO, especially if he gets the restart on the jumps on that platform that she's standing on right now.
A lot of things can hit right now. The Dark Luma coming in to try and recover us from a dark time. Right now, Neos finally opening up a little bit, might have something. Opts not to go for the follow-up. Instead of charge forward smash at the end.
Oh, that was smart.
By
not going for the follow-up, he retained stage control, and now he's putting on a pretty solid potential comeback. The percents are definitely still in Jbandrew's favor as he once again has Neos off of the stage, but he's contesting, allowing himself to potentially land, gets swapped away once again with the fair, missing with the needles,
That's it.
And there it is.
No, not quite. He didn't take a KO move. We have less than a minute left on the clock. Luma has just died. Rosalina is at 151%, and Jbandrew just landed a grab.
Too far of a percentage to go for that 50-50, especially given the characteristics of Rosalina. And Luma's going to be back in play very momentarily. He can still do this. He can definitely still do this. All he needs is to get a well-placed up air.
Great defense coming out by Neos in this super clutch moment. We're looking for anything. Jbandrew knows he cannot take the grab that he wants. Gets a pummel, 2 pummels. No punish from Rosa. No conversion from Sheik. Okay, so we're still into it. Not sure what happened there, but the fair coming out, a forward air coming out here, also from Rosalina. He needs to make sure he gets himself out of there. 20 seconds left on the clock. Jbandrew does not need to fish the kill. He simply needs to make sure, keep hitting Rosa away. That is the best way to burn the clock. That was 3 seconds right there.
The final 10 seconds of this match are underway. Who's going to come out on top? All he needs is one well-placed options as the 5-second counter starts.
Invincibility.
He doesn't have invincibility anymore.
Invincibility. Hits her with the vanish wake up, and he takes it in a timeout. Jbandrew. That's going to go to a game 3.
Wow, what a buzzer beater. Coming down to the wire.
That was so smart, though. He knew that he had no invincibility, and he was in the corner, so he actually vanished and aimed it above the edge, hitting Rosalina so that he did not get hit with the down smash, which would have killed him at that stage 3 rage from Rosalina. So then he bought himself the extra 2 seconds he needed to win the match.
That is the smash.
That's crazy.
That's the Smash for Wii U equivalent of a timer scam. Right there. Right there. Absolutely loving it. Might have been one of the hypest timeouts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Gotta dig it. Gotta dig it. Because that entire time,
smart.
It's true, the percent was definitely the whole time in Jbandrew's favor. But one mistake, one single mistake could have cost him everything.
Absolutely. Rosalina is not a forgiving character, but he played so smart, adapted. He said, hey, I fought this character before, and you know what? I learned a couple things along the way. Started respecting Luma, started mixing it up, using great fair pressure, getting it in there, and really showing that he's an adaptable player who knows how to take it to his opponents, bringing himself back into this game 3 and switching it up with this Sheik. Hopefully, he's going to be able to take it, but Don't count out Rosalina.
Don't count him out.
Neos is definitely here to win as well.
One thing
he's
that
playing very well. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Man, no, I know you're feeling it right now. You're feeling it right now. No, I love it. One thing that the Sheik counterpick actually also allowed him to do was he can play Sheik how he normally does, and by default take out Luma, right?
Yeah.
Because think about Sheiks. What they're looking for, grabs primarily, and the forward throw can kind of like elbow them away, and the fairs in particular, right?
Yes.
Fairs are so good. They come at that particular angle where even if she's throwing out Luma and using the rapid attacks, it comes at the angle where it can still clip the tops of Luma,
exactly.
right?
Sheik's fair just has so much range to really pressure it out.
Exactly, and that means that he doesn't even have to think about how am I going to address Luma. He can go back to that playstyle that we know Jband for. He's just playing the game on his own terms while simultaneously dealing with Luma by default. Game 3, the counterpick to Battlefield. The final game of this really intense set is underway.
I'm all of a sudden a fan. I mean, I was enjoying it. I was having a good time before, but now you can call me a fan.
Yeah, you were having a good time, and now you're having a ball. Don't stop me now.
There you go. And that's something I want to talk about right now. Jband has actually been using the side B incredibly clever in the matchup because he's using it kind of like a Luma, like an anti-grab mechanic where it's like, oh, you're going to dash grab me right here? Well, I'm going to throw it to side B, so if you grab me, then you can't do anything and you're going to get clipped. And he's actually used that to great effect in many situations, especially because it's really good against Luma herself.
And so it's like, oh, please do send Luma into this waiting hitbox. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple fair you, maybe? Nope, not going for the fair. Instead, I'm just stay on that platform, gets one hit, doesn't want to get too greedy, doesn't want to give up too much.
Look at this control, though. Just the way that Rosalina was using to manipulate Luma in that situation and really just toss him around a little bit with these combos. I love the baits there. Jband wasn't having any of that, though. He was like, this is not on my menu.
Yeah, they got rid of that like the McRib.
Yeah.
Ooh, trying to find the up air afterwards. Maybe if he was a little bit closer to the left, he would have been able to snag a potentially early KO because he got resetted his jumps on the platform and then continued the follow-ups.
I really like the reset that Jband just went for right there, choosing not to go for the follow-up up air when a potential air dodge was there, instead deciding to wait for it because even though no air dodge came out, he was still able to get the conversion, and he's using the stage control that he's kept for himself to great effect, goes for the 50-50, misses it, and now Neos is in a position to strike.
He was literally pixels away by being caught from that vanish. It was so tense, but I think the DI really aided him in escaping that bit of a trap that Jband had set up. Still a deficit, and the up smash is not going to help Neo's favor. He's down to 1 stock, and Jband is 1 game away from taking this set.
Oh my gosh. Jband still playing such an immaculate offense. I mean, he gets a bread and butter forward throw to the bouncing fish, and then he's trying to find his way away from Luma. I love the way he misdirected his opponent to swing high, opening up a horizontal pathway for him to now again execute Luma, punish Rosalina on the edge, and he's doing such a good job at edge guarding her. Look at the damage racking up. He's about a lap her in percent.
The key difference, look at how well he's dealing with Luma now in comparison to game 1, in comparison to game 2, and he's making so many strides so far. Like you mentioned, Pierce, about to go ahead and lap Neos from a percent standpoint.
Yeah. See, a lot of people, they were thinking I was hating on Jband. No, I was just disappointed because I played Jband before, all right?
Yeah.
This player, you can see the man has some skill to him, right? But he just didn't know the matchup. Now that he's adapting, there's a huge difference right here. But don't count Neos out. Oh, my bruh.
That was so smart. The
He
delay.
knows.
The
Look how he
delay.
learns.
That slight delay on the dare prevented him from being hit by that up smash, and that allowed him to go ahead and sneak in, pile on the percentage, and once again, he has dealt with Luma. This is looking completely like Jband's game, and he's really failing himself. Was he going down for the
No, he did the bouncing fish off the edge, try to convert it into a low hit bouncing fish, saw he couldn't get it, tried to trap it with the vanish. He's just all over the place right now.
I mean,
I foresee a 2-stock. That's a 2-stock.
is this man a visionary?
Woo! That up smash though.
Oh! Pierce 70, young Professor Trelawney coming in deck.
Bro.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That 2-stock was gorgeous.